Can't stop staring at everyone. Oddly dressed passenger murmured into Kano's ear. Blend into your surroundings more. Sasayama, when'd you get here? His partner had somehow found him to change his disguise. The steely expression on his face was at odds with his anime and nerd getup. Kano had seen Sasayama disguise himself as plenty of things throughout the years. Santa Claus, Yakuza member, Japanese folk singer, and a Buddhist priest to name a few. But this was a new extreme even for him. When he first joined the force, Kano had found Sasayama's costuming antics amusing, wondering where he managed to find his outfits. But lately his quirk had become tedious. Concentrate, keep your eyes peeled. Sasayama gave Kano a part on the backside and slipped away into the next car. Suspect, meanwhile, was still staring out the window. The announcer's electronic voice filled the train compartment. Next stop, Harajuku. Next stop, Harajuku. Huh? Kane almost cried out. Suspect was moving toward the exit door. Apparently he was only taking the train one station down the line. The train pulled into Harajuku Station and the man got off. The area east of the Japan Rail Harajuku Station corresponding to Chingumai, Wanchom, and Shibuya. Once a bustling Shukuba or post station where travelers could rest while journeying across the country. In modern times, the bus was instead with high schoolers at their school displaying flashy youth fashion. Clothing and accessory stores and fast food restaurants line the streets, medicating against trends in Japanese youth culture get their start here. Detectives following him disembarked accordingly. The suspect walked along the platform and took a seat on an empty bench. Was he checking to see if he had a tail? Sticking around on the platform or station where he just got off was pretty unusual behavior. Not wanting to arouse the man's suspicion, the investigators with the MPD made their way down the stairs as inconspicuously as they could. Kino, however, had a sudden inspiration and wanted to speak to one of the station attendants. Sorry to bother you, but I think I left something on the train just now. Try to keep an eye on the man on the bench as he fed his story to the attendant. The suspect sat silently on the bench, a touchy case clutched securely in his arms. He didn't really look like he was checking for a tail. Was he really here for someone else then? Before long, a train heading counterclockwise around the loop arrived. The man rose on the bench and stepped up to the boarding area. Wait, what the heck? This guy on the counterclockwise train, wouldn't that just take him right back to Shibuya Station? The man boarded the train. Kendo had no choice but to follow suit. Was this guy playing them? Suspect got off again once the train reached Shibuya. All he'd done was go to Harajuku and come right back. Kendo reported to Kuze. The suspect had returned to Shibuya Station. Acknowledged, keep telling him. Kendo felt himself growing increasingly paranoid. The criminal organization didn't seem too keen on getting away. Here was HQ giving these guys free rein. Something was off, he was sure of that. As he told the mark, Kendo took out his phone. What were Tino's instincts about the case right now? The senior detective had any advice, Kendo would love to hear it. He dialed Tino's number. The line rang a few times but nobody picked up. Probably he was too busy singing to Atomi's safety. Kano felt bewildered. They'd been letting the suspect lead them around for over an hour now. During an abduction case, she generally didn't update the victim's family on any developments in case they tried to interfere. Kano could only imagine what the Sawa family was going through right now. The short walk from Shibuya Station to the Tachi case was handed off yet again. This time the recipient was a tall, dark-skinned man. Again, the Shibuya-based task force split into two groups in order to tail both suspects. Kano stuck with the man who had the case. As the previous man had done, the newest suspect wandered around Dakinzaka for a while. Repeatedly looping around and around the same locations was a weirdly roundabout way to make a series of handoffs. Oops, I missed the part. Excuse me, detective. Can you turn around with a start? Oh, hey, he said, I know you. It was Leland Palmer, the lecturer who had been an eyewitness to the kidnapping. The man practically radiated concern. How is Maria doing? Is she alright? I am very worried for her. His Japanese is more halting now. My heart, it is with her family. Kano gave a quick look around. It didn't appear that they were being watched. Maybe Palmer knew more than he told the police earlier. If Kano talked to him now, he might get some additional clues. Syndicate spots us, might cover his bone or hose. They can't stick around like this. Maybe Palmer knew more than he told the police earlier. If Kano talked to him now, he might get some additional clues. Actually, Leland, do you mind if I ask you a few more questions about the party where the kidnapping occurred? Leland squared his shoulders. No, please ask anything. Do you know what time Maria showed up at the event? Hesitated, thinking. Probably around 6 o'clock. She was there when it started. Was there anyone else there who stood out? Stood out how? Someone you usually wouldn't expect to see there. Leland tilted his head. No, I don't think so. Everyone there was a student from my class, including the exchange students. How much new here? Kano thought. He decided to ask one last question. Did you happen to hear why Hitomi was running late in the first place? Oh no. Sorry, I'm not very helpful, am I? Leland dipped his head in apology. It's alright, thank you for your cooperation. Please help Maria. I will. Kano parted ways with Leland. Went back to telling his suspect. Got a headache. He pulled his phone from his pocket. It was roomy again. It was weird that she called twice when she knew he was in the middle of something important. Something happened while she was waiting at the cafe with Shizuo. Kano picked up hurriedly. What's the matter? What's the matter? You know what the matter is. Rather than roomy, soft soprano, was the threatening masculine voice that came over the phone. Uh-oh. Kano felt his whole body stiffen with dread. Is this my father-in-law speaking? Don't remember being anyone's father-in-law. The speaker's tone was firm and flat. No, I know, I just, Kano found himself at a loss for words. So you're dating my daughter, huh? Sir, yes, sir? Kano barely squeaked out his reply. Thinking about getting married? Yes, sir. Speaking of which, I'd love the chance to sit down and have a nice long... And how long are you gonna keep me waiting? Hurry up and get your ass over here. Oh, how very much Kano wished he could do exactly that. Sir, I would, but forget it. The words came in an angry huff. You can't have her. Goodbye. What? Sir, please wait. As Kano cried in desperation, he heard Rumi's voice on the other end of the line. Dad, you can't just use my phone like that. You were taking too long in the bathroom. Give it back. Rumi. Kano tried and failed to keep the heartbreak out of his voice. Sweetie, what's wrong? Your father just said he doesn't want us to get married. What? Dad? What did you say to my boyfriend? Listen to you, calling that boy little pet names and whatnot. I think you're a little too attached. Daddy, you haven't even met him. That's why I told you to have him come see me. How long is he gonna make me wait? Kano listened as the two argued on the other end of the phone. The phone must have been lying somewhere between them. Could this get any more awkward? Rumi, I'm sorry, Kano shouted apologetically into the mouthpiece. This is all my fault. Please, you don't have to fight like this. The phone clattered as Rumi scrambled to bring it to her cheek. No, I'm the one who should be sorry. Sorry for what? It was Shizuo again, grumbling in the background. You have nothing to apologize for. I'll deal with my father, Rumi said hastily. Just focus on work, Sudi. I know you're in the middle of something really important. Thanks, Rumi. Kano was legitimately touched. I'll do my best. Kano hung up and went back to the task at hand, more determined than ever. For Rumi's sake, and not to mention the victims, he needed to focus on cracking this case. The man he was tailing was walking several meters ahead. There was no telling when Kuze might give the arrest order. Kano braced himself to spring into action the very instant the order came down. Mobile command to all units. Once more, the director's voice at last. You have identified the man who first picked up the Atachi case with a statue of a Chico? No arrest yet then, but still a crucial development. His name is Tariq Al-Karawan. Karawan? He's got priors for licensing, illegal possession of narcotics, you name it. Belongs to a foreign criminal syndicate that's operating in Shibuya. Kano felt his apprehension rising. The syndicate was behind the kidnapping. They were anything but amateurs. And though they might be leading the police on a wild goose chase, they certainly weren't playing around. To be continued. I got two to be continues. One, what was it? Keep out.